There you go. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the Crabcast.
Greetings, everybody.
um, so I just came back from Hawaii Con, and it was awesome. It was really fun. Got a lot of the aloha spirit, as it's called. So we decided to have tropical drinks. That's what they call it.
I know.
I thought it was a joke too until I went there and everyone was like, "Aloha spirit," and I was like, "What?"
Wait, they actually say aloha spirit, like the
No,
whole
like
phrase?
they said that, like I was talking about how we met so many nice people and it was really fun, and they were like, "That's the aloha spirit," and I was like, "Okay."
Maybe it's like how some Southerners are supposed to be, really nice and like Southern hospitality sort of thing. So
yeah, but like every time they said the aloha spirit, I just imagined Gaia from Captain Planet.
Yeah, right. Amazing.
It's just like
Some
hello, everyone.
some Ferngully going on, like.
And Jessica couldn't make it today, but I just got in back from Hawaii Con, so that is I was fixing everything because it was crazy, and now I'm back.
What are you drinking?
So I'm drinking Trader Joe's Whaler's rum, and with the Trader Joe's mango lemonade.
And how is that?
It's excellent. It tastes excellent.
Good.
Yep. It tastes like a tropical fruity drink. I have pineapple. Oh man, you know what I should put in it? Hold on. Let's see if this works. So, one of our new friends who's local to Hawaii gave us this powder, and it's a Hawaiian like you know how like Mexican candy like all tastes like Lucas?
Yes.
Like, it's like Hawaiian Lucas. So it's like they put it on everything. Like they put on everything. It's like
it goes on like fruit and stuff?
Yeah, it goes on fruit and it goes on like everything, and it's called lihi moi, and it's called lihi moi, and they put it on everything. And apparently it's really good in like drinks, and like you mix it with tequila and stuff.
Yeah.
So we have a whole like half a package of it. So I'm gonna pour some of my drink and see how it is, because they put it on like everything, and it's really good. Like it's like a plum powder kind of stuff.
Oh, that sounds really good actually.
Yeah, it's plum powder, and it's like kind of sour but kind of sweet, and it's really good. So I'm gonna put some in my drink and see if it. But anyway, so lihi moi is a kind of treat that they have in Hawaii, and we got them. So, but those stories later. You tell us what you're drinking, Lizzy.
Oh, I am drinking a Mai Tai in a really kind of insensitive tiki cup, I guess glass, tiki, I don't know what you would call this, that I got at Disneyland at their like fake Trader Vic's /
oh my God.
like tiki bar thing.
We have to go back to that fake Trader Vic's tiki bar.
I like I said, I think I've said it on the Crabcast before. I love tiki bars.
Yeah, so, no, they're amazing. They're amazing.
So, because it is hot as hell here, like it is horrible.
That's why I'm wearing a sweater, everyone, because it's like 100 degrees, like shit you not, it's 100 degrees outside, and it's so cold inside compared to outside that I had to wear a sweater because my body was just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So there you go.
Yeah, it's so bad because on campus they keep all of the offices super cold, like frigid. And then you go outside and it's like 1,000,000 degrees. So you get all sweaty and then you wind up going into the office and it evaporates off of you and then you're freezing. So it's just a nightmare.
I was outside working, like I had to replace some light bulbs and stuff outside because I put too bright of light bulbs in and then I had to replace them, and so I was outside like on the like step ladder like ugh. It's like 100 degrees and I came inside and then I was freezing. So
yeah, I definitely believe that because the temperature here I think is it's like 93 or something. But I think at this point Google has just given up and it's just like too hot.
Hotter here. It's like hotter here. It's like I think you might be. Well, no, we might be the same. I don't know.
Well, it's also super humid here because we're closer to the coast.
Right. Yeah.
Over here, so
we're just like in the hills, which like might as well just be made of like fucking like
Kindle.
It might as well be made of those like self-starter logs.
It's just like
Yeah, it's just a hill of self-starter logs next to us, and so it's great.
There are fires everywhere. It is pretty ridiculous. And yeah, every time I drive by a huge hill, I'm just like, it's going to spontaneously combust.
Yeah, you feel like you're going to look at it a little bit too hard.
Yeah, right. You just like
what's the website? Wait, what's the website, Lizzy? Is CaliforniaOnFire.com?
Yeah, is CaliforniaOnFire.com. Yeah, somebody tweeted or somebody put that in the link, or I don't remember. But it's amazing, and it's almost always yes.
It's just like yes or no.
It's just yes.
Yes, it's on fire.
Yeah.
So man. But yeah, good times.
Yeah, good times. Sweating, getting all gross. But everybody else looks gross because it's hot for everybody. So that's what I'm kind of hoping people won't judge me.
Yeah, I went to Home Depot today to get some stuff to replace some house stuff because I have to do adult things like that.
No, you're so responsible.
Yeah, and so I was getting new lamps, and I was like, oh my god, everyone's just sweating, and it's just oh god. No one even asked me for help or anything. No one was help. I think they were just hiding. They were just dying somewhere.
Just do you need help? Too bad.
Yeah, they're too bad. I'm dead.
I did at one point, and I'm not proud of it. I did at one point when I was working retail, hide behind a huge stack of printer paper and printer ink because it was so hot. I needed to cool down for a second because having me do inventory and running all over the store, and it was it was in Redlands, so it was 1,000,000 degrees.
Yeah. No, so. Today felt like Redlands. That says a lot.
Yeah,
it's odd.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah. So surviving that's been fun.
Good deal. So what did you do at HawaiiCon?
I did a bunch of panels, cosplay panels. And it's so sad because everyone in Hawaii, there were a ton of people. Our costume contest was packed. It was really popular. People wanted to see more cosplay, and they were talking about how they couldn't get supplies, at all. They can't.
Oh, because it's hard to, ship there. It's, super expensive.
It's, impossible to ship there. So they were we want to make all this stuff, but to get stuff shipped to Hawaii, it's, nearly impossible. And so I was just well, I grew up in a small town, and the only thing I had was, a Michael's and a Home Depot.
Yeah.
So I was why don't you just, use fiberglass? People have surfboards here. They fix their surfboards with fiberglass, and that's probably your most prolific material, right?
Right.
And so that's what I kept pushing. I was just use some fiberglass. You've got it everywhere here, right? And then people were actually, no, it's also not everywhere. And I was well, I don't know what to do. Make them out of leaves.
Just Mod Podge. And
yeah, I was make them out of leaves and Mod Podge them. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that sucks though, because I can imagine there's a lot of people who want to get into more sophisticated stuff, and they're just there's nothing here.
There's nothing. So. Yeah, they want to for sure. There's a huge I was really impressed by the crowd and how into it they were. They really wanted to learn more, and they were super into it. They were just we can't get supplies.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible.
But yeah, no, it was really fun. I got to meet one other cosplayer I didn't know. Her name's Belle Cher, and she was super nice. And I got to meet a bunch of new friends. I met 2 local high school students. It was Aurora and Simone, and they took me to go take pictures on the beach, and we played games in the grass.
Nice.
And they were cosplayers too. One of them did Magneto, and she watched Ted's videos to learn how to do the helmet and stuff.
Awesome. Yeah, his tutorials are great.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. They were so nice, and so I hung out with them, and Ross randomly made 2 new friends who were named Alec and Hinano, and they were locals born in Hawaii, and they Ross just the first day Ross just got in their car and they just took him around the island. He didn't know them. He didn't know them at all.
Just reckless abandon.
Spirit. Ross was let's get in your car and just go on an adventure.
Right.
So they took Ross, and then the next day I went with them and they took me on Ross and I both on an adventure, and it was it was awesome, and they were super nice.
Super nice. I can't.
Alec was a huge fan of Ross's animations, so and he was an animator too. He was an animator in Hawaii.
That's pretty cool.
So.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. Huh? What?
I was going to say there's no way in hell I would just climb into some random person's car in California.
No, no. It was like definitely like aloha spirit time in Hawaii, because like again, like everyone was just really nice and they were just like really welcoming, and Hinano, I think that's how you say his name. I'm probably saying it wrong. He like told Ross and I all about like the island history, and like Ross got to go up and see the observatories on the mountain, and oh my God, you could see the Milky Way. Like you could. I
know, it's incredible, right?
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Bobak was there. You remember Bobak, NASA Bobak, and he was just like talking about how awesome it was, and I was like, yeah, science. I don't know anything about it, but that's neat.
Yeah. The Milky Way is really, really awesome. And
yeah, it's crazy.
It's ridiculous because I don't know, I think for most people there's so much light pollution that nobody actually sees it when you first learn about it, and so people don't really understand how we know we're in a galaxy or whatever, and it's difficult to explain. But then you go out into the middle of nowhere, and it is amazing.
Yeah.
It makes you like super jealous of, people thousands of years ago when that was just like an everyday thing. And now, I didn't see it, I don't think, until I was in middle school. And it was pretty awesome. So
yeah,
I am jealous.
No, I was super jealous. I was like, wow, this place is like crazy beautiful, and you can see all the stars. Wow, I'm jealous.
It's so hard to do stargazing in this area. There's too much light.
Yeah, I have a telescope, and I'm just like want to get rid of it because I'm like, what am I gonna do with it?
Right.
Like.
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably spy on people in LA, like downtown, easier than I could like look at stars.
Just like start creeping on random people.
Start creeping on people in windows rather than I could look at stars. Right. It's useless.
Look at some other kinds of stars, maybe.
Oh,
that's the Mai Tai talking.
Oh man, Ross would have liked that pun.
Yeah.
He would have approved.
Ross and I share an affinity for puns.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. You have that pun solidarity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, but yeah, no, it was really fun. It was really cool to meet locals and like hear about the culture and stuff. Yeah. To hear about all that kind of stuff. We were really fortunate to meet some super nice people, and
yeah, it's always good to have people that actually know the area and not some creepy tour guide that's. Like, I'll charge you $1,000 to take you on a 1 hour drive.
I know. I was like, I don't want to pay for anything. I just want to like, meet people and just like have an adventure. It's like that, like, it's like when you go like backpacking places and you like meet people from other countries and stuff. It's like the same kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I just every time like when I've been, when I go to Europe, there's a lot of people that do like the hostel thing, and I know it'd probably be fine. But I guess I've watched too much Nancy Grace at my parents' house or something. I know how this ends.
Oh, please. I've stayed in so many hostels, Lizzy.
Yeah. No, I know. It's probably fine.
It's fine.
You meet interesting people.
The grossest hostel I ever stayed in was when Mark and Hillary and I all went to San Francisco, and we were like, let's just stay in a hostel. It'll be fine. I've stayed in hostels in Europe. Well, hostels are super gross.
Yeah.
In Europe are totally fine. We slept in one of those like 30-man like bunk bed rooms, and like this one guy with dreads came in, and he like reeked. He like he had not showered in a really long time, and it was a mistake. So
it's always that one token Bay Area white guy with dreads.
It was like, dude, like just please don't.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was great. That was great.
My mom was telling me I went to go visit my parents this weekend, which was a treat because it was, I think it was 112 was the high.
Oh my God.
That was a disaster. But my mom started showing me pictures of her in like the 60s during her like dirty hippie days. And she was talking about how all of her friends always made fun of her because she was too clean to be a hippie. Because she would like shower every day and then like try to make herself look all like grungy and stuff, and they were just like, no, stop, like it's not gonna happen with you. So
That's so weird.
Yeah, and she was just like, because I wash myself, and they were like, yeah, it's just not, you're not in with the scene. So it was pretty absurd.
Wow. That's like it's like bathing shaming.
Yeah.
Like
you're stink shaming.
Stink shaming, yeah. You're just too clean.
Too hygienic.
You're just too hygienic. Sorry.
I don't know. I just, especially around here, like in California, I mean, the Bay Area is generally cooler, but not lately, I don't think. So I can't even imagine, like, walking around now not showering, because I feel like as soon as I go outside, I need another shower.
No, yeah. It's bad. It's really bad. So have you played Destiny yet?
I have not, actually, and I'm sort of on the fence about it, because
I haven't played it yet either. Ross played it and he didn't like it, and I haven't played it yet.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll wait a little while, because people, I don't necessarily agree with the principle that, like, a game should get better over time.
Right.
Because I feel like if you're, like, dishing out basically $60 for a game, you should get $60 worth of a complete game, or, a good game, like what was pitched to you. But yeah, I was thinking about picking it up, and then I was like, well, I'll wait till, like, the servers get, all settled and things like that, and the reviews come out, and people have been really on the fence about it, or I guess there's no overall consensus, so... There
is none. Like, everyone is very different about it, and, like, some people are like, it sucks, and some people are like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, oh, make up your mind, because, like, it's so expensive. Like, I don't want to buy it and have it suck,
Yeah, because then it's just, you have this game that you're never going to play.
Yeah.
And then I feel guilty if I buy games and I don't finish them. I have this really terrible, not playing games guilt.
It's like having an appliance you never use, like Brave Little Toaster style. It just, like, sits there.
Oh, no.
And it's just like, why don't you play me, Lizzie? I thought it was a good game.
Is Assassin's Creed, like, crying in my entertainment center?
Yeah, it is. It's so Lizzie.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I kind of don't play that on principle, though, because...
I haven't played any Assassin's Creed games. I played the first one for a second, because I was like, yeah, Middle Ages. Then I was like, oh... This is just the same thing over and over again. Why would I keep playing this?
Yeah, the controls are really frustrating. I've heard that the second one is better, but at that point, I mean...
I don't know. Like, yeah, it has a huge following, and I feel like I should, like, power through it.
Yeah.
I also, like, didn't like BioShock Infinite because the combat was so bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually really liked BioShock Infinite, but that was because...
The combat, Lizzie, was so bad.
No, it was... No, I will say that. Like, the everything else about the game I thought was really good. And, like, obviously, really great voice acting.
No, the voice acting and the story and
the aesthetic and stuff was very...
the aesthetic, like the visuals were just amazing. Like when you come up on the thing and it'd be like that big panorama of like... I mean, I got like halfway into the game, but like I never finished it because I was like, I can't kill any more mobs. I can't.
Yeah, no, they keep coming. I mean...
Yeah, I was like, I can't do it. I don't know why I'm killing everyone. I don't even know why I'm killing them anymore. Like, I'm just... There's so many, like... And
then you're just like, Elizabeth, find me some fucking ammo.
Yeah, I'm like, you
or like a health pack. Like, let's do this.
And I liked the, like, whatever, Vespers or whatever they're called, where you got, like, powers and stuff.
The Vapors.
Is it whatever, yeah. Those were cool. I was like, oh, sweet. I was like, sweet, I can get powers.
Vigors, that's the word.
Yeah. And, like, then I just wanted the one that shot birds.
Right. No, I only use...
Like, do enough, so just, like, birds!
That's the other thing is, if I find something that works really, really well, I'll just use that in the BioShock games. And the two that I always used was the fire one. I guess I used three. It was the fire one, the one where you could possess people or machines, and the one where you, like, did the ram thing and you could just, like, plow into somebody. And that one was a lot of fun. So, yeah, those were, like, one of the best parts of the game. I really liked those.
I just kept wanting the birds, and it just didn't do it enough.
The birds.
Birds!
No, the birds don't work.
No, I was like, birds! Maybe that's why I stopped playing, because I just kept shooting the birds. I love the design, though. It is really cool. I just, like... I need to finish it at some point. I need to finish Walking Dead too from Telltale because I know it's like done and I haven't finished the last 2 episodes. So
yeah, I've never read, nor seen, nor played The Walking Dead.
Well,
and that probably makes me a giant idiot, but
no, it doesn't. I haven't read the comic. I haven't watched the show. I have just played the Telltale game, and it was great. So
yeah, so you don't need to know anything about.
No, you don't need to know anything. Like there's cameos and like little Easter eggs that you won't know, like that you wouldn't otherwise know if you'd watch the show or like whatever. But it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Like, I played the game having not known any of this stuff, and the game was awesome.
Yeah.
So you should. It's really fun. You should play it. It's so messed up though, but in like a cool, like the writing is just really good.
Well, like I really liked Wolf Among Us, so.
Yeah, you should play Walking Dead. It is really good. It's really. Yeah. It's obviously less fantasy than Wolf Among Us, but it's like still.
Right.
It's still really cool.
Yeah. I mean,
You finished Wolf Among Us, right?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god, no spoilers.
Right.
But the monsters in it, like when the people turn into monsters, are so cool.
I know, and I love like that like cell shading style. Yeah. Like I absolutely love that, and it translated really well in terms of like, comic to game. They're really good about that.
Yeah, so. My favorite was the Jersey Devil. His monster was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, oh, it was so cool. I want it.
Pretty badass. Yeah. Yeah, all the characters I think were really well done.
Yeah. No, I agree. It was great. It was really.
Everybody's just like has that like creepy like Robin Hood fox thing with like Bigby Wolf.
Oh my god.
You know it, like every single person I've ever talked to about the animated Disney Robin Hood is like totally had a crush on Robin Hood.
We all had a crush on the Robin Hood fox. Like, who didn't?
No, he was like super sweet and like.
He was like the dashing, debonair, like swashbuckler character with excellent old-timey voice acting.
Yeah, and he was all like charitable and kind to people, and you're just like, oh, good guy, Robin. Like. Yeah,
exactly. No, we all did. It was just like how we all had the crush on that one rat from Secret of NIMH too.
Justin?
Yes, yeah.
I like how immediately I'm like...
Yeah, no, we all did, yeah.
I feel like that was almost done on purpose.
He was like the same character.
Yeah, it's just like that suave, like, cool guy, but not like an asshole thing, because that would be inappropriate for children.
Yeah. I also liked the rooster in Robin Hood, with the
lute or whatever.
The lute, yeah. Rooster with the lute.
It was pretty
man. People kept asking me like what I wanted to cosplay next at HawaiiCon, and I kept just being like, I don't know. And like the first place my brain goes is like stupid stuff, like Rooster with the lute from Robin Hood. Like I just don't know what to do. I'm like, I don't know. Like I make things when the whim hits me, like Blathers. Like
yeah, we should do like the creepiest Robin Hood crossplay. Like.
That'd be pretty amazing.
I mean, I'll go ahead because I like bears and volunteer to be
Little John.
Little John.
Oh my god. No, we could actually make good ones. It would be really fun.
Yeah, it would be really fun. And then who would Jessica be? Who could
I would be Robin Hood, and then Jessica would be Maid Marian. Or Professor X.
Professor No. Oh man.
So I got to see 2 movies on the plane, which I hadn't seen yet.
Which were?
And, I got to finally see X-Men First Class.
Did you like it?
Yeah, no, not First Class. I liked First Class. I mean, Days of Future Past.
Oh, see, I already knew what you were talking.
I know. Sorry, I did like First Class.
Like tipsy solidarity.
I know. Yay!
Yay! We know how tipsy people communicate. It's just like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
I know. We're just like whatever.
Whatever.
But yeah, so I saw it and it was good. I liked it. The young Magneto was a fox. I was like, you are suave, sir.
Oh yeah, he is lovely, isn't he?
Yeah.
You're just like,
I was like, man. And he was like, I didn't kill him. I saved him. I was like, Oh, Magneto, you just never quit.
Would you say he's attractive?
Well, yes.
But magnets, Magneto.
Oh no, no, no.
Come on, that was a totally good one.
No. Oh my god.
Oh man.
I can't live with you.
Yes, you can.
Ugh. But yeah, so that was good. I mean, mostly because I was just like, he's hot, and I was like, all right. And what else? I didn't realize though that like Kitty Pryde, which was the girl who could send. I mean, can Kitty Pryde send people back in time? Was that her? That was her, right?
I honestly don't remember.
I think it was her, and they were like, she can send people back in time. Yeah, it was her, because they were jumping through walls together, and I was like, do you have that power? I didn't know you had that power. I thought you were just, like, jumping through walls, but I guess you could send people back in time.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it, because I saw it in theaters.
Right.
So I don't remember much of it, actually.
Well,
that's not true. I mean, I remember the general plot, but I don't remember what everybody did at different times. So.
But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. And then I watched Maleficent.
How was that?
It was like, I don't know, like, it was really pretty. And it was like, the plot was like pretty ridiculous. It was pretty much like Frozen all over again, because like it was like Frozen again. It was like, oh, like true love's kiss will wake her up. Like,
right.
She became like her godmother. Maleficent like ended up loving Aurora, and then like Maleficent kissed her on the forehead, and that's what woke her up, because it was like the like mother-daughter, or like, you know, like daughter, guardian, mother love. I don't know. But that was like the same thing as Frozen, like sister love. I was like, Disney, you're just pulling the same shit over and over again. I get it.
Well, I mean, their tropes are always like parent dies, one or both parents die, and then you have angsty character who is trying to find their way. Yeah. I mean, it's like always the same like hero story. Like,
I literally could not stop staring at Angelina Jolie's fake cheekbones. I couldn't stop staring at them.
They're ridiculous, right?
Yeah, through the whole movie, I was just like, what is going on with your face?
I don't know. She could cut glass with that shit.
They're fake. Like they're foam latex, and I stared.
What?
Yeah, they're fake. Maleficent, she had fake cheekbones. Like came out to fucking here, like like.
I guess I don't look at like I'm not like an Angelina Jolie like super fan.
No, Lizzy, you can tell they're fake cheek. Like they are huge. They're huge. Look up Maleficent, like right now. Look it up. Look how big her cheekbones are. They're not real. Look them up. They're prosthetic cheekbones, and they're humongous. And their like seam lines are perfect, which is what I was looking at most of the time. I was like, maybe I can see a seam. No, they would like rotoscope that shit out of that.
Oh yeah, those are like.
No, look at it. It's like hard to look at. You're just like. I
guess when I saw it in previews, I just thought it was like weird shading and stuff, but I can imagine it's more obvious in like the actual movie.
Yeah, no, they're like prosthetic cheekbones.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, it was pretty. It was really visually nice to look at. There were some really cool creatures in it, which was fun.
Yeah.
But like I didn't like care about the characters. I was just like, oh, it's pretty. That's cool. No.
I mean, you're on a plane, right? Like, how invested in a movie can you be?
I know, exactly. But I had to see those movies, so I felt caught up at least.
Yeah, I have watched truly terrible movies on planes just because it's better than staring at the back of the seat in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a documentary on bears, and I thought of you. I thought you would be watching that.
That would have been my go-to. I would have had that on loop or whatever.
Yeah, just the bear documentary on loop.
Yeah, I have some, I'm not going to lie, I'm actually kind of afraid of flying, which is ridiculous because I know how a plane works and I know statistics, so it's totally irrational. But, what was I talking about? Damn you, Mai Tais. Oh, right.
They're just alcoholic candy. I'm sorry.
It is. I mean, you were talking about tropical drinks, and I was like, I need to get on that right now. Shit, what was I saying? Oh, okay. So I was flying to an experiment over in Switzerland, and so I was kind of apprehensive because it was direct flight, which just means more time continuously in the air. So I'm convinced more bad things can happen to the plane.
Oh my god.
And when I sat down and this like the screen in front of me, you know, they show like that cycling like screensaver sort of thing.
Right, yeah.
And a bear showed up on it, and I was like, ah, I got this. This is cool. So, yeah.
Oh, someone in the chat said the scene where Maleficent is betrayed is emotional torture. I didn't see the beginning of the movie. I just like came in the middle, so I didn't see where her wings were chopped off, which is really sad. But the weirdest thing about Maleficent was that her wings were like alive. Like they chopped off her wings and they were still like flapping around, and I was like, what? Like that's gross. And then like when she comes back at the end, they're in like the container being I'm just like, that's not a thing.
No.
That's like weird and gross. Like they should not be flapping around at all.
Definitely not.
No. But anyway, whatever. Again, it was on a plane. What can I say?
Yeah. It's free.
It was
I mean, not really. I guess it's probably included in the exorbitant price of the plane.
It was free.
Yeah, but I mean, implicitly, I guess you play it, or you pay for it in how much you pay for the plane ticket, right? So.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is ridiculous because I remember back in my day when I was younger, you would get the free headphones, like a meal, like 2 check bags.
The meal was great.
Yeah. Well, no, I got like super sick once off of airplane food. I was flying to Germany with my dad, and I had some, you know how it's always like chicken and like something vegetarian or like, so I had the chicken, and we had a connecting flight, so it was like California to I think like O'Hare or something, and so on that flight I had the chicken, and then it was from like O'Hare to Munich, and I guess the chicken was bad on the first flight because then by the time we got to the flight to Germany, I was just so sick. It was terrible. Like it was just like all across the Atlantic. I was just like vomiting. Like it was and I think I was like 8 years old or something, and it was so bad. And there was this woman sitting next to us with like a blanket pulled up over her. And at one point, like the first time I threw up on that flight, it was kind of a little bit on her.
Oh my god.
And so, but she was super nice about it because like it didn't get on her because she was wearing the blanket, and like my dad was like, oh my god, like I'm so sorry, like we didn't know this was gonna happen, and she was like, oh no, like no, it's okay, like I have kids, like it happens, I just want her to feel better. And then like my dad just like kept buying her drinks for the rest of the flight.
That's amazing.
So she was like super nice, but I was super miserable the whole time. And
that's awful.
Like the stewardesses were just like, or I guess flight attendants, were just, they were just like, I don't know what to do. I guess keep her hydrated. It's like gonna be for 10 hours.
Oh, is there a doctor on the plane?
Right.
I don't know.
And then you have some idiot that went to grad school for something not medicine who's like, I'm a doctor.
Oh my god.
Totally useless.
Oh my god. Oh jeez. Yeah, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it was pretty horrible. So I avoid airplane food as a general rule, but like I don't know. I think last time I flew, I ate it. In case anybody was wondering.
I just always ask for the vegetarian option because it's almost always better.
Yeah.
It's just like you don't know what's going on with that meat. Like, you don't know. The vegetarian option's like, well, but now they don't even feed you, so it doesn't really matter anymore.
It doesn't really matter. I remember I was watching something on, somehow I always manage to find out the grossest things about anything I've actually ever done. You know,
cool.
like eat sushi or, you know, whatever. Like.
Oh my god, did you see that gif of the worm and the sushi?
No.
Oh my god, you have to see it.
No!
You have to see it! You have to see it! You have to see it! No, here it is! Oh, it's so awful!
I don't want to.
You have to see it. Ugh. Oh,
So,
God, so bad. I'm gonna send it to you.
some context for everybody watching. I refuse to eat sashimi because I saw this one, I think it was on Discovery Channel or TLC or who the fuck knows. Actually, no, it would have had to have been Discovery Channel or Animal Planet because TLC doesn't actually do anything educational.
Okay, just send it to you.
Ugh, gross. This is going to be so nasty.
You're gonna hate it.
I probably will. Did you send it over Skype?
Yeah.
Okay. This is
See if I can
really,
post it in the chat.
really, so anyway, I was watching this thing, and there was this woman who like ate some sushi and got like her entire insides destroyed by these parasitic fish worms.
No.
Yes, she lost like when they finally went in and like did surgery or something. I don't remember. I tried to block it out, but by the time she was like treated, I think she was like 80 pounds. Like she was so like completely malnourished, and I was nope, nope, nope. Like this isn't.
Oh my God.
No way is this ever happening.
Okay, I put it in the description of the video. I put the video of the parasitic fish worms in the description.
But did that make you rethink all of your raw fish food choices?
No, I don't care.
All right,
I'm not dead yet.
Wait, the link is a YouTube link? It's not like a picture?
No, it's a video.
Oh no! Why? Holy shit! Oh, nope, nope, nope.
Oh my God.
Nope, 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 nope.
Oh my God.
Holy shit!
Oh my God.
I have not had enough drinks for that.
Oh man, I knew.
Oh God, I'm gonna be sick.
It's bad, right? It's bad.
So now you believe me, though. For the longest time, you fought me on it, and now you at least believe me that it's a thing.
I believe you. I believe you.
Oh, that is so... Oh, man. I need a second. Keep talking.
No, I knew there were worms in fish like that. I knew that.
God.
I just like haven't gotten sick yet, so whatever. And I don't eat sushi that often, so it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Sushi is a huge thing in California, so...
I know, it's a popular number.
Ooh. gonna need some Pepto-Bismol after that. Thanks, Holly.
No problem. No problem. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just worms.
Well, it's in the description now, so everyone can watch it.
I have flashbacks to, you remember in high school when they would have like proof like how fucked up our high school was? They would have like fast food day where like all these other fast food places would come in during lunchtime and like sell food. So like you had like a Chinese restaurant come in, and then you had like Taco Bell there or some like, it was just like, do you remember those?
Oh, I do, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And so I was in biology. It was my freshman year. I was in biology, and we had just finished dissecting roundworms. Or no, I had ordered chow mein for lunch.
I remember that. I remember that.
I dissected a round, like it was round.
I remember those worms. What were they? They were the ones that only had breeding organs, right?
Yeah, they're white.
Yes, I remember doing that.
Oh my God, it was so foul. Like the combination of like
the chow mein,
like the formaldehyde and the chow mein I just ate, like it was just. I refused to touch it. I was like, I can't. Like if I do, I will legitimately throw up.
I remember that smell. I remember that smell so well. Oh, because like Mr. Kelly would bring in all these like formaldehyde things, and I'd be like, is this even like where? I don't know if other classes are dissecting these like crazy worms, Mr. Kelly. Why are we?
No, I know we had to do like a roundworm, a earthworm, the frog. There was something else.
Remember Jessica didn't do it? Do you remember Jessica didn't do the frog?
Yeah, because she was like, I'm a vegetarian and I oppose vivisection.
That was like after she ate a bunch of like orange chicken.
I don't know. She was pretty like hardcore vegetarian in high school.
In high school,
so, yeah. She used to give me shit because my shoes were leather. So.
Oh
But
man, actually, I have to show you. I found a picture. Hold on.
you guys, I am so sick. So, I don't know, leave something in the comments if there's something that you won't absolutely eat because you think it's going to give you terrible parasites or some disease. Yeah, I guess worms and sushi are pretty terrible.
I have a bunch, actually, but this is one.
Oh, I totally saw, I was going through our yearbooks, like my senior one and stuff like that, and I found the most absurd picture of myself.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, so...
This is Jessica. This
yes.
is me, and there's Lizzie, and this is Combiz, and that's our friend Katie, and there's Mr. Kelly.
Who is now dead.
Yeah,
which is really sad, actually, because
it is really sad.
He was absolutely one of my favorite teachers.
So. Oh, he was my favorite teacher. He was amazing. Yeah. He was a great guy, and it's really sad that he died. Like, it's so crazy.
Yeah. But, yeah, because I was at my parents', I was, like, flipping through my yearbook, because I was like, oh, like, my reunion is coming up, like, let's see me then and now, and I was like, wow, high school was not kind to me at all. And, like, there was so much cringe, and, like, I took some pictures of, like, the yearbook photos, so I don't know, maybe I'll tweet them or something, because it's just, like, it's so terrible and so embarrassing, so I like to think that I've leveled up.
Oh, yeah. I think we all have. Oh, my God, I forgot to tell you, too. So my 10-year high school reunion is in October.
Are you going to go?
I bought my ticket. I was like, I'm going to go.
Awesome.
Like, I have to, like, how can I not? Like, this sounds, like, too good to be true, because it'll be hilarious. And apparently, like, they need to sell 50 tickets for it to even happen, and they've only sold 30. So, like, out of a class of 800 people, only, like, 30 people have bought tickets to the reunion.
Every time I tell somebody how big our class sizes were, like, they absolutely don't believe me.
Yeah,
I was like, no joke, the graduation took, like, 3 hours because they had to read, like 700, 800 names. It was so ridiculous. I think our entire high school had something like 3,000 some odd students.
Yeah, it was like 3,800, I think.
It was so absurd.
You couldn't get through the hallways. It was disgusting.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I remember like trying to fight through to get in to class on time because you had 5 minutes, but then you had all these slow walkers everywhere, and it was just like the crowd. So
it was terrible. It was really terrible.
Yeah, I tutored this, I guess he's a sophomore now, but he just started his sophomore year. And we were commiserating over, like, AP history classes. Like, after, like, I finished tutoring him, he was like, yeah, so, like, you know, what do you do? And I was like, well, I'm still a student. And he was like, really? You're old. And I was like, yeah.
You were like, yeah, higher education.
Yeah, it was like poor life decisions.
I mean, poor life.
Yeah,
well, I can't even explain what I do to people, so.
Yeah, so we commiserated over AP classes. I was like, yes, believe it or not, like, I don't know, what was it, like 10 years ago? I guess it would be 10 years ago, right, if, like, my 10-year reunion is coming up. Yes, they had AP classes, so.
Yep. That's all we took for those stupid AP classes.
Yeah. Were you in honor court?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was too.
Yeah, because don't you remember that Jessica was super mad because she wasn't in honor court so that I couldn't, like, bestow upon her as last year's honor court, bestowing the laurel upon New Year's honor court?
Yeah, I actually do feel like she was legitimately cheated out of that, though, because there were some people that made it in, and I was just like...
Because they only did it by numbers. They didn't do it by anything else. It was really dumb.
It was super dumb. And, like...
It was cheated out of it. It was super dumb.
Well, and it was, like, it was sort of, like, super unfair because the AP classes were worth 5 points.
Right.
So, I mean, I graduated, I think, with, like, a 4.3.
Yeah, I had a 4.2, yeah.
Yeah, and, which put me at 20. But then... You know, I mean, it's not really fair because, like, the person that was valedictorian took, like, all AP classes.
Yeah, they had a 4.3, I think.
No, they had, like, a 4.5 or something ridiculous.
Oh, yeah,
It was totally absurd. And, like, they would just... So senior year, you could just have 5 classes, right? You could have a free period.
Yeah.
And so, like, that person, like, dropped out of the AP class because they knew they weren't going to get an A. It would bring their GPA down.
Yeah.
And
no, they just, like, gamed the system. They totally did.
It was, like, super ridiculous. And, like, I know, like, I took academic decathlon for my elective, and that was out of 4. So, like, you know, other people filled out with, like, AP psychology or, like, some other AP class that they didn't care about, so they could, like, keep their class ranking, and I was just like, this is so ridiculous. Not that I cared about that stuff, but I was just like, there's something not going on. So,
no, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So,
whatever.
Yeah. I guess we should tell people what Honor Court is. It was, like, the top, like...
60. It was the top 60, I think.
The top 60 students, and, like, you had to shell out like a shit ton of money for if you were a girl, you had to shell out a shit ton of money to buy, like, a white dress, like a white, like, wedding style dress, but the guys could just, like, rent their tuxes.
Yeah,
like, it was so, like, fucking ridiculous. I guess we say fuck all the time. Suddenly when I'm tipsy, I am more conscientious about people's sensibilities.
That's fine.
But yeah, so I don't know. High school was super screwed up, and I told the kid, I was like, I wish I could say it gets better, but it doesn't. And he was like, that's what I thought. So
yeah, it's true. Just find your friends and enjoy their company.
It's true. It is true.
Oh well.
Oh.
We have like 10 more minutes of the Crabcast.
It's true.
Should we take some questions?
Should we take some questions? Oh, somebody asked me last week. I was looking through the comments, and somebody asked me if it was worth going through the Fineman Lectures for physics. And yeah, I mean, absolutely. Like, every physicist has, like, a ceremonial copy, even if you don't read it, just because it's, like, some weird rite of passage. Except for me, I don't own a copy. But you can definitely find them online, and I'm 99% sure that you can actually watch them online, so you can, yeah, I mean, absolutely, it's worth going through. I mean, I don't know that person's background, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth going through. I mean, if you're not using it to get a grade in a class, you know, I mean, it's some stuff you might get, some stuff you might not, but I mean, he's excellent when it comes to lecturing and things like that. So to answer that question, there you go. Would you like to answer a question? Or are you just going to rock back and forth?
It sounds good. It sounds good. Well, let's see. We'll wait until let's wait until I get some in the chat, because it takes a little bit for them to catch up.
Okay. I will refill my tropical drink.
Yeah, refill your tropical drink. I've had 2, so I don't think I can refill mine.
I probably shouldn't be refilling mine, but whatever.
Some questions in the chat. Actually, maybe I will refill mine. But like, mine's complicated because I have to put in this like, and I don't use a shot glass because why should I?
You can eyeball it.
Yeah, I just eyeball it. That's about a shot.
Like bartender style, where you just like the timing because gravity.
Whatever. That's fine. Okay, here's some questions.
Okay.
Okay, this is for both of us because I don't know anything about it and I think it's funny. If I had to cosplay, if either of us had to cosplay as a Sailor Moon character, who would you be?
I know fuck all about Sailor Moon.
Who would you be just with both of us knowing nothing?
I'd be like the really cute one with the really cool color.
Which one is that?
I don't know.
I would be the cat. I would be the cat with the moon.
Oh, yeah, there was like
There were two cats,
cat
so
with like
cat and a black cat.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
So I'd be the cute one with the cool color, and you would be the cat.
Yeah. Is there going to be any more cosplay class? Yes, I was at HawaiiCon, so I couldn't make the cosplay class I meant to make. So I'm going to make a couple this week, and they'll be out next week. Hooray! I think my next episode is going to be on shipping props, and one I haven't figured out yet. But the shipping props episode is super important. I'm going to do that.
How many shipping props disasters have you had?
I haven't had that many because I'm pretty crafty. I mean, one time Jessica had to like throw away her childhood bow because she thought she could bring it onto a plane. That was pretty bad.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I would
have been like, too bad. Like.
I know it was not great.
Oh my god, that's so terrible.
No, yeah. So we've done a couple dumb things like that, but I mean, mostly it's about like how to install like tapped like screw and tap mechanisms, you know, for like unscrewing stabs and swords and things, and just being able to screw them back together.
Yeah. So you don't have like some giant unwieldy.
Yeah.
package.
So that you can actually fit it into a suitcase just by being able to screw it back together once you're like at the convention.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's one of the things I was going to cover. I'll probably cover some other stuff, but the other question is, will you guys keep drinking after the stream?
Anything could happen.
And anything could happen, yeah. And there was another question that asked, well, let's do this for both of us. Have we ever played Borderlands? And if so, what did we play? I haven't played Borderlands, so I have no say.
So I have played the second Borderlands. I haven't finished it. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. Like, it's that same sort of, you know, I mean, Chloe cosplayed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's that really cool.
Also, it's Chloe's birthday, so everyone wish her happy birthday. Go on Twitter and wish her happy birthday right now.
Absolutely, because she's super sweet and super nice.
If you don't do it, God will kill a puppy.
Nobody wants that.
No.
But yeah, so I mean, it's fun. Like, and the music is actually pretty cool. I like it for whatever reason.
I just haven't played it yet. I want to though. I do.
We could do online. I think it's got an online mode. I don't know.
You have a what? You have a PS4? No, you have an Xbox One. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should play it. It'd be fun. Someone also said, I'm one of those special hell people who hoarded the SDCC Black Edition Boba Fett's, and I feel like I should give Lizzy one.
Hit me up, and I will, if you're... if you are... I think I already bitched about this on the Crabcast. Yeah, no, if you want to sell one, and it's reasonable, I would totally be down, especially if it's somebody who watches the Crabcast. I would feel much better buying it off of somebody that watches the Crabcast than some asshole off of eBay that's like, $3 million!
So hit Lizzy up on Twitter.
Yes, let me know, because I'm all about the Boba Fett and Iron Man, which I guess just means I like, awesome guys that can wear cool helmets and fly. So, yeah, I guess I have like a cool helmet flying thing.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We also had a kind of a question. Says, so I'm trying to explain to my dad all about cosplay and why we love it, but he keeps telling me I'll grow out of it, and I can't figure out how to get him to understand. Well, sometimes your parents will never understand anything that you do, and you just have to assume that they don't know everything, and you go on with your life doing what you love and becoming successful, and your parents may not ever understand, but they will understand eventually because you're happy. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things.
Getting your parents to understand is not, like, sometimes they never will, and, they're not always right, and I think that's one of the hardest lessons to learn when you're growing up, is that your parents are not always right.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, unless your parent is actively fighting you against doing it, I mean, it's one of those things where parents also complain, like, oh, I don't understand music these days, oh, I don't understand the way you dress, or, like, why you would get a lip piercing. Which I have a good story about that. Well, it's not really good, but it's short. So, yeah.
Tell it.
Oh, right. So I got the lip piercing, I think it was the summer before my junior year of college. And of course Holly leaves, which is fine because now I don't have to look awkwardly into the camera.
I'm making more drink. Tell the story.
So anyway, so I always felt I looked kind of excessively dorky. This is back in college when I actually like maybe remotely gave a shit. So anyway, so I was in Berkeley, and I was like, okay, well, whatever, it's Berkeley, so if you're going to get a piercing, here's the place to do it, because no judgment, I mean, there are weirder people than me here. So I went to go get a piercing at, like, one of the, like, big places to get piercings, because I wanted to make myself look more edgy, as early 20-somethings are wont to do, and I get my piercing, I pass out on the street, after it happens. I was fine when they were actually doing it, but as I'm walking home, I totally pass out on the middle of this really dirty street, and that was terrible. And I fly home, I think it was for Thanksgiving break, and I think it was like my dad and my grandmother picked me up, and my dad saw it when I actually came out of the airport, and he was like, so what's that about? And I was like, whatever.
Oh my God, your dad?
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, so what's that about? And I was just like, I don't know, like, I can always take it out, it's not a big deal. And he was like, all right then. He's not super judgmental. But then I get in the car, and it's dark, and so the lights are off. And then we finally, I think I was meeting other people for dinner or whatever. But we get out of the car, and, you know, the lights inside the car turn on. My grandmother turns around to say something to me, and she's like, is that what I think it is? I was like, it depends on what you think it is. And they gave me shit for it, I think, for something like 4 years after. And now they don't even mention it. So, and I take it out every once in a while. And at the time when I got the piercing, they were like, this will close up, and it never did. I had it out for like 6 months, and it hurt a little bit when I put it back in, but so I can overrated.
Yeah. No, like you said, like eventually they'll get used to it.
Yeah.
Because they have to. So
Exactly.
if you have parents who support you and like think cosplay's awesome, then you can cosplay with them. Because I've met lots of families that cosplay together, so. Yeah. If they don't like it, they're just missing out.
I mean, honestly, it's one of those things where your parents should put things in perspective, where if that's the worst your kid is doing, you're actually being a pretty good parent.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like doing drugs or getting knocked up or, you know, stealing things.
The funny thing is when I was growing up, it was more confusing to my parents that I did all this nerdy stuff and, like, took care of birds and went to Ren fairs and all that stuff than, like, doing drugs. My dad was always like, hey, if you ever want to do marijuana or whatever, you just give me some, and we can go to the backyard and we can do it. And I'm like, Dad, I don't care. Like, I have other things to do with my life than get high. And he's just like, okay. I think he just always wanted me to get high with him. I think he was just like waiting for the day where he could just be like, that's right, I got high your whole childhood. And I'm like, I know you did. I'm not dumb.
What? Seriously?
Oh, yeah. No, when I was a kid, he would get high all the time. Yeah. But, like, I mean, obviously I grew up with some irresponsible parentage, but they were always supportive of my weird nerdy stuff. It just confused them.
Yeah. Why did my chair suddenly lower itself?
Yeah, you kind of sank. You're like that chair at the tiki bar.
Right. Yeah, the one that, like,
yeah, the one that sinks, yeah.
I think I accidentally touch the handle.
So you're gonna appreciate this, Lizzie. After this, I'm gonna. So people send me letters, and I usually send them letters back, but I finally got my postcards to send them.
Nice.
And they're sticker postcards, and I put a Southwestern background on them.
It looks vaguely offensive.
I knew you were gonna say that. Look, there's an alien on it.
It's. I mean, it's cool.
I know.
It's cool.
Cool. So I'm going to fill some of these out and send them to people that sent letters. That's what I'm going to do after this. Well, I'm slightly tipsy, so I'm sorry if they're badly written.
I just imagine you like starting to write it, and then it kind of like trails, like the pen.
Yeah, I write them. I have a pen on this like giant feather.
What the hell?
I'm just.
Why does it match everything you're wearing?
I know. I'm just like.
That is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, it's 7 p.m., so the Crabcast has come to a close. Any parting words, Lizzie?
This Mai Tai is delicious.
Yeah, mine is. I've had like 3 of these. We are getting to the danger zone.
Yeah, we should probably end this.
Yeah. Hopefully Jessica will join us next week, and she can tell us what she's been up to.
Yes.
And we will talk to you guys on the internet. So thanks for watching.
Bye.